Hey guys, here with our second stream of the day, as promised, playing the daily $300 guaranteed one rebuy one add-on on Global Poker. Yeah, we have had like one significant hand where we rivered top pair and called a bet and caught the guy bluffing. So other than that, nothing. You haven't missed out on much. We just called a raise here with Queen Jack off, and you can see that that's going just amazing for us. Getting the stream all set up. Gonna be checking here, not seeing anything that matters on the turn. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And we'll be folding to that bet. And we're going to get some, well, I guess we'll check the tournaments and see if there aren't any other tournaments running right now. So we can get some cash games popping off. We started this session at $96.15 after a tough end to our session earlier. Looks like we'll once again easily qualify. We already easily qualified for the daily $500 bonanza. And we're more than halfway to qualifying for the 5K weekly bonanza. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, so we'll get some cash game tables fired up. This table seems like it might be bad since its average pot is only 37 cents, but since it's got an open seat, we're going to go ahead and hop into this one too. And yeah, I think 2 tables of cash and 1 table of tournament action should be sufficient to keep us busy and entertained. And yeah, I don't know if anybody plays Fortnite or really follows that game too closely, but they actually just came out with a big patch today, which it looks like it's going to be, it's pretty controversial, let's just put it that way. They changed from getting materials and health every time you killed somebody to no longer getting materials and health every time you kill somebody. So yeah, it's going to make a really big difference in the game, and people are not hyped. And he shoves the river on us. What the hell? He checks the flop, bets the turn, shoves the river. I think we're calling. Pretty sure we're calling. Big pot, and he just flops the fucking, just the joint on us. Well, what the fuck? Alright, not off to the best start, but that's okay. And yeah, we're down. Got a straight up here, so we're going to see if we can get some value out of that. Got a straight draw and the second nut flush draw. Over bet river with nuts. Okay, we miss our flush draw. But we still have a straight, so unless they have ace queen, we have them beat. They probably have a queen. They have ace queen. Bladed. Pretty cool to have the second nuts against the nuts. It is pretty cool over here to flop top pair against top set. We have him in bad shape, but not anymore. And we lose. Awesome. And I guess we'll go ahead and rebuy. So that costs us, now we're into this tournament for $4. But that uses up our 1 rebuy. So couldn't beat queen 9 with king queen. So we are getting just freaking destroyed right out of the gate. Pretty devastating start. So it's important when God has decided he hates you to try and chill and not get super tilted, which is not something that I have been amazing at over my poker career, but we're trying to develop that part of our game right now. So yeah, we're just gonna chill and play our game and hopefully bring it back. We raise over limpers and flop middle pair. We opened up pre-flop with ace-8 suited and flop the stone nothing. This guy donk bets into us. We're going to go ahead and call. Pocket queens in the tournament, and he bets into us again. I guess we'll just give up, which is pretty fun. Oh, we're running out of timeout over there. Raise over limpers again. River top pair on a 4 diamond board. Flop comes ace high there, so that's pretty great. We'll call all in from a short stacker. We have him dominated, so that's pretty nice. And we'll check it down and lose to a flush, and we won that one, so that's nice. And we're going to check it down with our pocket queens and take it down. Holy moly, alright, I figured we were losing that one. We will take it though. Keep on noting the people that we're playing against. It's a pretty reasonable flop for our hand. We're going to bet out. We would like a jack or a something else good. We love a fold and we got a fold, so that's what we were hoping for. So we've not gotten the second stream off to the best start, but we're bringing it back a little bit. We want to pot down here, so we're above starting. Although we have purchased 400 chips, or 4,000 chips, and only have 2,420 in front of us because we bought into the tournament. And this tournament has an option for you can rebuy one time. So we did rebuy once after getting busted with the second nuts against the actual nuts. So that was kind of unfortunate. From under the gun 3x open, 10-7's definitely going to the muck. Go ahead and start noting people. We got the same hand on 2 different tables. I think we're gonna min raise there. I don't know if we should min raise or not. I'm pretty sure we played against Caligula before. I just don't have him noted somehow. We would like to see a flop with our 8-5. Flop middle pair. Flop a gut shot straight draw up over here. We would be willing to call a bet with our middle pair. Turn a very good second pair to go along with our gut shot. We were going to go ahead and bet it. I think we call one more bet and then we will give up on the river if we don't improve, and he bets again. Not getting involved with 7-3. That's 40 cents, and I think we're just going to go ahead and let it go. Raising it up with the pocket tens, of course. We flop quads, guys. Don't do that every day. We would like some action. He overbets the pot. All right, we're just gonna call. Bet again. He checks. Bet again. Oh, he just checks it down. Damn. That sucks. And the guy just rips it on us. Alright, well, King Jack offsuit's not good enough. Alright. Better get the get the message out that we're streaming. Oh, there we go. And people are just like going crazy, so we're gonna fold. See what all these psychos have down here. Four-way all in. Jacks, queens, deuces, and ace king. Jacks flops a set. Ends up with quads, and jacks will take it down. Must be nice. We've got ace king suited. We'd like to see another four-way all in, because we would be in there for sure. Oops. Whoa, nope, nope, nope. There we go. Not really the board you want to have ace king of spades on. Pretty good flop for ace deuce of hearts. Get one caller and flop two pair. Or get one caller and flop top pair, I mean. We would like to win a hand in the tournament. We'd also like to win a hand in the cash game. So, well, we don't get very much value there. We do win a hand in the tournament, but it's for the minimum, so we're not satisfied or happy. And we take that one down. Oh, we have 0 viewers now. Weak sauce. Not sure if we're supposed to call there actually. But I'm pretty sure it says if you do call, flopping two pairs is a good idea. I think we're going to hit him with the old check raise. And if he has ace 10, we'll just be real sad. That's all there is to it. Alright. Well, we're playing a big one. Have ace king. He has pocket tens, so we're drawing dead. Pretty fun game. Pretty fun game poker is. It's about as fun as Fortnite is now with no freaking mats on kill or health on kill. Just act like we're tilting and shoving in our pocket aces and getting nothing. Nice. So that's the second time in like 30 hands that we've ran into a set. So it's pretty fun, especially since we flopped aces up. Flopped two pair with our ace 4. Call the weird out of position min raise. And we are back to just getting rammer jammer slaughtered, which is pretty fun. In case you're wondering if it was fun to just like lose every hand and get destroyed. Yup. Pretty fun. Way more fun than winning. Yeah, things had started out so well this morning, and they have just like spiraled out of control since. How many people we got in this tournament? 113. We need to make top 18 to get paid. So you have a long way to go. If you're in the chat, could you let me know how the audio is and all that good stuff? Because we're just starting off and kind of trying to make sure that we're doing a decent job of streaming. Any other comments you have? We'd love to hear them. If you love the content, we would love for you to subscribe to the channel and just get notified when we go live and so on and so forth. We do flop top pair down here in the tournament. I need to stop squinting or I'm going to go blind. Or maybe I'm squinting because I'm going blind. Little column A, little column B. Not our favorite turn card. If it was going to be a Broadway card, we would have liked it to be a club. This is a very large pot, and he just shoves, which 100% means he has a queen, so we're just going to 100% fold and be sad about it. Ace queen, 17 big blinds. We are all in. Seems like this tournament has a fairly quick structure, like most tournaments on Global Poker, which is fine. We get a call, pocket sevens. That's a very good start for us. We have to avoid a 7 and a 7 only. And we do, so we'll double up to 3,500. Nice. Not get involved with Jack 10. So if you're new to poker or new to the stream, we've got two different kinds of gambling going on. We are playing cash game poker in the top two tables, where this is real money. This is an actual $4 and this is actual $4. And all the betting increments you see will be in like actual like increments of money. And then down here we were playing a tournament where we bought in for 2,000 chips. So this is like fake money, but based on, there are 113 people in this tournament, based on what place you finish, you get prize money. So we're hoping to get first place and win about $77 would be the idea. But we have a very long way to go before that happens. Well, for 4 cents, I would like to see what you had. And we'll take it down with our pocket tens. Obviously, we couldn't go for a lot of value given that board. But, you know. We had 2 viewers there for a second. Now we're back down to 1. Not getting involved. 10-7. Check our option with king deuce of clubs and flop ace. Open-ended straight draw and a backdoor flush draw. So I think that's worth betting. Ace 10 suited will definitely raise it up over 1 limper. And we pretty much expect to get called in 2 places because people like to call. Flop a flush draw. Not getting involved our king 3 of hearts. We will go ahead and bet this. We would like 1 more diamond, please. Or for everyone to fold. We got pocket aces over here. We'd like to play a big pot. That is one of the worst rivers in the deck, or one of the worst turn cards in the deck for us. We're going to raise. With our pocket aces, the absolute best hand we can have. That is not a diamond. So we pretty much hate this run out. We're not calling a shove with 8 high. We only get one caller with our pocket aces. That is a very dangerous flop for pocket aces. He can always have pocket sevens, pocket eights, or pocket nines, and have flopped a set, which is 3 of a kind. Yeah, I don't feel like that bet makes any sense. So we're gonna call with our ace high and lose to 2 pair. Okay, so we probably should have folded there. That was probably a terrible call. Hopefully he doesn't have a 6. He really shouldn't have any 6s in his range. He could have big diamonds, so we'd like to not see a diamond. Okay, that's pretty much the safest river card we could have gotten. And we're going to be going all in. We expect him to fold a lot here. He's going to pretty often have a hand like 2 diamonds and just fold, and he does just fold. So we got to play a pretty big pot with pocket aces. It was a little bit scary, but we made it through. Going to open it up with our pocket nines, folding a7 under the gun. And we take down pre-flop with our pocket nines, so we're pretty happy about that. Ten deuce, not getting involved with that. We got no hands right now. How do I always have one viewer? Shout out to that one viewer, whoever you are. Gonna raise over limpers. I think we're gonna let that one go actually in the tournament. So we got this at Chipotle for lunch. It's the sparkling black cherry Izzle, I'm assuming is how you pronounce it. It's pretty good. I've had the grapefruit before, wasn't a huge fan, but this is pretty good. And it says no added sugar. How much sugar is actually in it? Serving per container. 33 grams of sugar. Oh my god. All right, never mind. Well, this will be the last one of these that we get. Because contrary to how we have been acting, we don't want to just like have a sugar-based diet. King 9, I think we're actually gonna go in for a raise against a limper. Predictably get called and not flop anything. Try the delayed c-bet on him and see how that works. On Evan Man. And get the fold and take it down. All right, works for us. I'm going to top this stack up. So we started the day off at we started this session off at about $96 if I remember correctly. And we are stuck for sure, but hopefully we can make a deep run in this tournament. That would be pretty freaking amazing. Our tournament opportunities on Golbal Poker are few and far between, unfortunately, because they don't have that many micro stakes tournaments. Like we could play this hyper turbo for $5, but that seems like a very aggressive choice to make given that we have such a small bankroll. That would be a big buy-in, and to play a hyper turbo. It does have a big guarantee though. We'll keep an eye on it. We may end up firing that one. We before we started this bankroll challenge, we actually won that tournament once. Like we got first. But I mean, it's a turbo, so like clearly I ran fantastically well. I can't believe this thing has so much sugar in it. It's like a freaking trap. It just says no added sugar and no preservatives on the top. Like, all right. But secretly we've got enough sugar in it to like kill you. This table is kind of dying out. Not sure when my phone lit up. It's kind of confusing. Queen 9, blind versus blind. We're going to raise it up. Not getting involved, 70s off. Obviously, we take it down with our delayed continuation bet. Pocket jacks up here. Pretty nice hand. Obviously not getting involved with 4-3 offsuit in the tournament. Raise and we will be 3-betting. Not our favorite flop over here. Let's go ahead and check. If we were on the button, we would try to play this hand, but from the small blind, we have to play the whole hand out of position, so we don't like that. Our 3-bet with pocket jacks takes it down. And since we don't have any hearts, we will be dumping that one. Not playing 10-6 or jack 3, obviously. Go ahead and keep on noting people. And yeah. Not too much craziness popping off right now. So we can circle back to the Fortnite debate. So Fortnite basically is like having their big like Fortnite World Cup thing soon. And so they, I don't know, they like implemented a bunch of changes to the hamster balls, which I think are kind of good. Some of the hamster balls you can be shot while you're inside of them, and then some of them they removed people being able to, you don't do damage to people when you hit them with the hamster ball, like if you run into them yourself, which I think is really good, because when you just get swarmed by like 3 or 4 people in hamster balls, it's like it's very ridiculous. Like there's nothing you can do really. But they really made a bold choice to get rid of yeah, we're not playing pocket force under the gun, to get rid of mats and health per elimination. That was a tough one. People really liked that. And now they only have it in like the competitive modes. So like basically, unless you want to play Fortnite ranked, you have to play like the older version of the game, which I don't know. I'm definitely not going to play like, I'm not good enough to play the ranked version of the game. Like, and the ranked version is kind of boring. Like people play so sweaty. Like there's so many long build battles and just like like turtling, like you get to the last circle and there's still like 10 or 15 people left. Like it's just not very enjoyable. Flop an open-ended straight draw to the nuts up here, so we like that. Gonna raise over limpers. We're gonna go ahead and lead out over here. Since we open the action pre-flop, we'll go ahead and hold on to the initiative. Get called in 1 place, maybe 2 places. Flop top pair over here, so we're definitely gonna bet. We get check raised. So we are just going to call. This might be a shove. We do not hit our straight. Then we're just going to raise. We will call 40 cents. Not sure we're supposed to call here. We river some more pairs. Pretty sure king, queen, jack, 10 is still not a straight. We're gonna check. I'm not sure what to do. He thinks forever and then bets 52 cents. I feel like if he had a value hand, he would have. Yeah, he did not have a value hand. I felt like if he had a value hand, he would have shoved, but and he did have a bluff, but just like not enough of a bluff. His bluff still beat us, so probably a bad call down there. And we'll let it go. This guy is a psycho and not very good. We can actually go ahead and change him to purple. Well, there's our first sneeze on stream, I think. Not sure why we're sneezing so aggressively, but... Also not sure why I only have $2 here and it hasn't topped me up, but whatever. King. Hey, ask and you shall receive. So I guess it's time to stop trying to trick people into making like terrible plays with like huge overbets and stuff like that. It just doesn't seem like it works like it used to work in the micros. Not exactly the flop that we were dreaming of with King 10, but that is much more our board than his. Unfortunately, he calls. We turn a flush draw, although it is a relatively mediocre one. He bets half the pot, which is truly confusing. I guess we're gonna let it go. It's pretty depressing turn of events. So if it folds to us here, we will be shoving. Don't have very many big blinds left. Seems like a pretty obvious play here, especially over a limper who calls us with ace-jack. He limped with ace-jack. That makes no sense. Give us a king or a 10 to punish him. Brick. Well, the tournament did not go well. We finished 64th. We are very disappointed and frankly depressed about it. We are aggressively stuck in the cash games. I have no idea why that guy would limp ace-jack. That's like, what? That's such a bad limp. We have $10, so we are at $87. Wow, we have gotten destroyed today. This is freaking depressing. Not the way we were hoping the stream would go. Also despise that Golbal Poker makes you like get in and like exit out of that. Sit and goes popping off, maybe. No, sit and goes are stupid. Well, we're not really feeling it right now, but I think we're gonna fire up one more cash game table and grind it out for a bit. Not exactly the flop we were dreaming of with our ace-10 of hearts over there. But for 4 cents, we are not folding. Still not folding for 4 cents. I will call for 4 cents just to see what you have. What is happening? Guess we check out the action in the PLO streets. Holy moly. I feel like we've gotten good enough cards today that this should have been like a massively winning day, but it's going to be a massively losing day, it looks like. And we do not hit our straight draw on the river. Well, we're going to try to keep this popping for at least an hour. We've been live for 32 minutes. See if we can bring it back a little bit. We get some. I'm not allowed to join this table. Why am I not allowed to join this table? What? That's weird. Can you only play 3 cash game tables at once or something? If there's a limit like that, I did not know it existed. Oh, that was weird. Now it'll let me. Okay, flop top pair. Turn a straight draw to the nuts. Gonna call 4 cents. King, queen, jack, 10, 9. I think we have officially got there. He checks it down. God, why can't I get anything against somebody that's got something? So we're going to try something new, guys. We're going to try to play 4 tables. We river 2 pair. Pretty good 2 pair. And he didn't have anything, so we win the minimum again. Had some chances to win some big ones, but we keep finding ways to win the minimum. Flop a pretty bad straight draw. Go ahead and 3-bet. I think we call once maybe. Basically have to hit a 6. Yeah, like so now we have the bad end of the straight. What do you flop a set over here in a 3-bet pot? Please have like ace king or something. He checks. And he just folds. It's pretty lame. Okay, so we do have a straight over here, but it is a bad straight. Deuce. Okay, well now we're going to get in trouble probably. Just check. The flush bricked out, like, hey, we take it down. Alright, that's a nice one. That's a nice one to take down. Not a whole lot of value that we were able to get there, but it worked out. They're both on flush draws, so yeah. So that's a terrible hand. No suits, no connectivity. We would have flopped 2 pair though, but still. Five, 4 offsuit, not getting involved. 7-3, even though it's suited, not getting involved. King 5, 4, 10, not very good. Not very good at all. Open up a queen jack offsuit and take it down. Yeah, it seems like the action is not amazing. Nine suited. That hand would be decent if it had a little bit more suitedness to it. Oh. We dropped our phone, guys. Don't worry. Not gonna get involved there with the 10-9 suited, folding 5D's offsuit. Single suited kings in PLO, pretty reasonable hand. So we're going to play a fairly decent sized pot over here. We whiff it with 10-9 suited again. Okay, so we flop an overpair and a pair of eights. I think we're going to bet though. We'll bet a little bit more than half the pot. Not worried about missing out on 4-5 offsuit. Get one caller. Turn as a queen. Bet 65 cents, I think seems like a reasonable amount. We got snap called. Okay, now we've got kings and queens, and we take it down. Maybe today we will run up a stack playing PLO, guys. What do you think of that? Probably ought to change the title. And PLO, and talking about Fortnite. Don't have any hearts, so that's not great. Thinking about ditching this table. Has not been very good. Who's this guy? Oh. I think we'll see a flop with our king, queen, jack, 3. I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of this table. He checks. I think we're going to bet, probably not for value, but... And take it down. Alright, works for me. Ooh, double suited or single suited kings. Very good hand. Ooh, we got Vow in the mix. With the seems like a bad reg label. Not a bad flop for us, very similar to last hand. We don't like that. We do have one spade blocker. We don't even have 2 pair though. That's full pot. Yeah, I don't think we can call there. Pretty bad, pretty terrible run out for us. It's not gonna be any good. Let's see if we can find another. Is this the PLO table we're already at? Yes, it is. Okay, there are no open PLO seats. See, that's the problem with PLO. There's not enough action that you can always get a seat, unfortunately. How do I always have one watcher? A6. Lots of open limping from this guy. We like that. Seems like this table might be a pretty decent table. And right on cue, he open limps under the gun. Another very reasonable PLO hand. So in pot limit Omaha, as the name implies, you can only bet the size of the pot. So that's why you saw me click that all in button and bet it, even though, and then I didn't go all in, obviously, because the most I can bet is how much is in the middle. So we flop an open-ended nut straight draw. So we're going to go ahead and bet that. Over here we flop a nut flush draw. We'll bet that. Pretty raggedy double suited hand, but from the small blind we'll try to see a flop. We'd like a call and then a diamond, or a fold works too. This seems like a bit of a stretch, but there's a bunch of money in there. And we go ahead and celebrate there being a bunch of money in there by flopping 3 of a kind and a flush draw. So we're gonna check and then go from there. Do like that. We call. Okay, not our favorite card. So we will check it over and see what he wants to do. He wants to bet half the pot approximately. We will call. We'd like to somehow end up with a full house. So we have a very bad flush. We may end up having to fold the river here. Ugh, probably just throwing money away. Yep, he's got a full house. Man, that was just the worst turn card in the deck for us, wasn't it? Just kidding about that. This being the day we run up a stack playing PLO, guys. That was just a joke. It's pretty sad, pretty fucking sad joke. Limping in PLO isn't as nearly as bad as limping in other. Limping in Holdem, basically. Go ahead and let our pocket sevens go. Yeah, we definitely should have folded there. We're pretty bad at folding. I think if we ever want to be good at this, we're going to have to get good at folding sometimes. It's not a very good starting hand. Go ahead and top back off. Ace 4 suited. We'll be opening it up from under the gun. Under the gun means we're the first person to act. Go ahead and get this guy a note. PLO one time. We get 3-bet, and we see a 3-bet and a call, so we're going to go ahead and call. We'll flop the nut flush. We're probably about to play a big one, guys. Ace-7, I think we have to call, especially against these two players. Unfortunately, we don't connect with a flop at all. This guy is just tanking it out over here. Not sure what's going on with him. We do complete our flush, which is pretty nice. Then we're going to check it again. See if he wants to bet. He does want to bet, which makes us very, very, very happy. I think we would just, if that guy, I think we're just going to call. Please don't pair the board. Cool, we have the actual nuts. And we're going to try to disguise ourselves as an idiot by betting. Like we're bluffing, and Hope is like, he's bluffing, and he rips it on us, and we win. A big pot. Do it, rip it on. Oh, he just calls. We take it down. Get another PLO table in the mix. Check. Flop bottom pair. I think we'll just let it go. Might be a bit tight, but we've been a bit loose recently, so I feel like we can be a bit tight occasionally, and it'd probably be good for us. So on 7-7, Queen 8, this is not the best flop, so we'll just go ahead and, excuse me, let it go, I think. Oh. Got some chatting going on. Shout out to Rachel in the stream. She's still here. Let's see how we want to arrange these tables. We're playing more tables than we normally play. I was thinking about not playing one of these. So what we've got going on right now is we're playing Pot Limit Omaha at the two smaller sized tables, this one and this one, and we're playing No Limit Holdem at these two tables. We're going to raise over limpers over here. We've got double suited aces down here, which is one of the best possible 4-card hands, one of the best possible hands you can have in Pot Limit Omaha. So we're going to go ahead and bet the maximum amount. We actually have another very good Omaha hand over here. And we get no callers over here, which is kind of disappointing, actually. I was going to say it's whatever, but it's pretty disappointing. We would be raising with this hand, except for we have no suits, so that makes it a lot worse. We flop an ace, so that's decent. I think we'll go ahead and bet half the pot against somebody with almost no money. What does he have? I think we win. Do we win? It seems like we win. Did we win? We did win. Okay, cool. And we're playing some super small stakes, obviously. We end up with 2 pair over here, but on a board that is all spades, someone is incredibly likely to have a flush, so I'm not super hyped about that. We're going to go ahead and let that go, because all that guy has to have is 1 spade, and we are crushed. Yeah, that's not a very good starting hand. You don't have 3 of the same suit, because then you're effectively blocking yourself from getting a flush. Yeah, I'm on a 3-minute delay, so that if someone that I'm playing against would happen to know that I'm streaming by some magic, that they can't see my cards until like well after the hand is over. But that also means that, well, yeah, I mean, obvious what being on a delay means. Let that one go. Don't really flop much with our ace-7, so we're gonna go ahead and let it go. 9-8-7-6 is pretty reasonable. It only has 1 suit, but I think it's good enough we can raise it up. I'm gonna dump that. Oh, just kidding, we're gonna check that one. I flop top pair. Over here we flop a flush draw, but not much else. I mean, flush draw in like middle pair, but turn a 2, that's not a very good turn. We're going to go ahead and try to steal this one. We now have 3 aces, but it's a pretty bad 3 aces. Chill sense they would call. Okay, we took it down with our bet over here. Oh, now we have a full house, so we're pretty happy about that. Pretty sure we can raise it up. I'm going to be pretty sad if he, like, re-raises us. Hopefully he just has like ace. Wow, actually I don't think we should have raised. We take it down though, so I'm glad we raised. Let me see what he has. We almost have a straight over here, which everybody knows when almost counts, and it does not count in Pot Limit Omaha, so. I'm not going to be playing that one. We will limp in there. We've got pocket queens over here, which is an amazing hand in Texas Holdem. We get one limper. So we go ahead and bet that, fold that one. We do get called. See a very reasonable flop for pocket queens. Basically, when you have pocket queens, you just don't want to see an ace or a king on the flop. And we take it down. And we do flop top set over here, so we're going to go ahead and bet it out. Bet the size of the pot, which is the maximum amount you can bet. Since we currently have the best possible hand, seems like a pretty reasonable idea by us. We would like to see lots of action. We get one caller. Board pairs immediately, so that's pretty good for us. It means we have we now have a full house with 3 10s and 2 6s. And we get a bet and a call. We're obviously folding over there and folding over here. So we basically have the nuts. The only hand that beats us is pocket kings or pocket 6s. Or like if he has 2 6s or 2 kings in there. So, okay, we bet out and he folds on the river, so we take it down. Queen 4, we're going to let it go. King 4, deuce 9, no. Don't get involved with that. So let's do a little bit of accounting. We started this session off at $96 or something like that, and we have been losing, so I'm sure we're still down. So we have 13, 23-ish dollars. 23 plus 67 by my math is 90. Yep, should be 90. So we're down about $6. So we need to get headed in the right direction. We were up the peak so far of today was about $110. We're at about $90. So we've had some adverse swings. We did lose. We played a $2 buy-in rebuy tournament. So and we lost 2 buy-ins there. So that was $4. And then we have been making some questionable plays. Started the Bankroll challenge, as we've been calling it, although it's not really like a real Bankroll challenge necessarily, with $100, with the idea of turning that $100 into some large increment of money. I think with pocket king, with king 7-6, we can still open it up, but if anybody, like if we face a raise or anything like that, we will be getting out of the way. That's full size of the pot. Okay, I think we're gonna, actually I don't think we're gonna check raise. I think we're gonna just call 10, please. That is not a 10. Or a heart. If it was a heart, it would have given us the a nut flush draw, but yeah, we're getting rid of that. 7-6. Okay, so a 4 gives us the nuts. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give that guy whatever he wants with that one. We're just going to check and try to see a free card. So any king would give us the nuts. Any 4 would give us the nuts. A 10 does not do anything good for us. Get out of the way with those 2 hands. We'd love to see another free card and for it to be a 4 that wasn't a spade. Another jack. So now we have kings and jacks. We'd have vastly preferred for that to be the 3. And we take it down. All right. Well, I was a little bit surprised to win that hand, but we will certainly take it. Nobody had a jack, huh? Interesting. That's a pretty decent hand, even though it's double suited. This is a pretty decent hand, even though I think we'll actually just call here. We're maybe supposed to raise there. I'm not 100% sure. We got pocket kings up here. Oh, we missed that one. That's okay, though. Not that great of a hand. Okay, so we flop top pair. with our ace. We do have pocket kings over here. We'd love to see a raise from either one of these gentlemen. We have 2 callers already. Raise. It's a lot of callers. Not our favorite flop for pocket kings, but there's no ace on board, so that's nice. We're going to bet out. Okay, so a 10 would give us the nuts. Okay, so we just check and pray. And we take it down, and we will have no idea why he was playing that hand, or why he played it the way he did. Okay, so the turn up here is the jack of spades, so we now have a flush draw because of our king of spades. I think we still have the best hand here a decent amount of the time, although maybe since there are 3 players in the hand, we should have just checked and tried to get a free card. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so we do get a flush on the end. So now the only hand that beats us is 10-7 of spades or the ace of spades. So I think we're going to go ahead and bet. We're going to bet $1. Yes, we would like to continue playing. Up to 4 viewers, holy moly. And we take it down over here. All right, things are turning around a little bit, just in time for the crowd to show up. Not sure how we ended up with 4 viewers, but we'll take it. Pretty excited about that. How's everybody doing? We are playing Texas Holdem on the top 2 tables. And we are playing Pot Limit Omaha on the bottom 2 tables. See, things are a brewing up here. Do we want to play a big hand out of position with Jack 10 suited? I think we do, actually. That is not the flop we were hoping for, though. We would like to, if that was like the 8 of spades, we'd be pretty happy. Or this was the 8 of spades, we'd be pretty happy. Interesting bet sizing by him. We're actually call here. I think now we're going to shove. If he has like aces or something, obviously we're just dead, but if he has ace king or something, oh, he has pocket kings. Wow, alright, well, we were right. If he has aces or something like that, we're just dead. He had real close to aces. I get involved either one of those. We will call with 6-5 of hearts, though, against this guy that we have noted as lots of open limping, so really too scared of anything he's going to do. We are not a fan of that happening, though. Because now we got to fold. So a bunch of limping going on up here, so we're going to go ahead and open it up over limpers. When you're playing No Limit Texas Hold'em, don't limp. It's bad. That's a pretty easy rule of thumb. See, we got 1 caller, 2 callers. Flop top pair, so we're pretty happy with that. Fairly dynamic board, which means it could change easily. So we're going to go ahead and bet a large size. Obviously, we're folding. You see, in Pot Limit Omaha, you can only use 2, and you have to use 2 of your cards. So having them all be the same suit actually makes it way harder for you to get good hands, to like get a flush or whatever. Okay, we're not super happy with that turn, but since he only has $1.39 left, I think the only move for us is to jam and hope he has something like Queen Jack or a pair of 9s or something like that. And he folds and we take it down. All right, a little bit of healing from that hand that we played so badly against this guy. And we're going to try to not play so badly against Mr. Poker from now on. Fortnite is lame. Well, Fortnite just made itself more lame, unfortunately, by basically by making the game just like blatantly less fun. I don't like, they took away mats and how health per kill. So like when you kill somebody, you don't get anything. So they're basically like de-incentivizing fighting, which seems pretty dumb because that's the fun part of the game to most people, I think. And the lame part of the game is the constant building. Like every time I shoot at a kid, I don't want him to build the Taj Mahal. Like it gets a little out of hand. Okay, well, we obviously whiffed the flop here with ace king, but we are going to go for it anyway. We flopped a nut flush draw and a pair and all kinds of good stuff and a straight draw. Not a whole lot going on in that hand. This guy is still tanking it out and folds, so we do manage to win the hand with our ace king. We got a different and slightly worse version of ace king down here, but against limpers, we're going to go ahead and raise it up. Going to open up the king queen offsuit. Go ahead and check that. And we are not interested in this hand very much at all, if we're being real honest. Good call from Val, who we have noted as a bad reg. We're certainly calling there. Ace queen, we'll take that down. Okay, I guess now he's done goofing off. We're going to go ahead and start betting ourselves, and he folds, which is what we expected. Pocket fives. Let's see, this is, don't have a whole lot cooking down here. 7-6, 7-3, that's not gonna work. Go ahead and check. We see another 5. Yeah, there's nothing good popping off there. We would very much we would very much like to see a 5 on the flop right here. Those are not 5s. None of those are 5s. It's all been a scam. I'm gonna let that go down there since we have nothing. We do have a pair down here, and against this guy, we're definitely going to go ahead and make the call. King is not a card that we're a huge fan of seeing. But if we checks here, we'll be a pretty big fan of where we're at in the hand. He does not, well, he bets 4 cents, so effectively he checks. That's not a 5 either. How do we not get a 5? He shows down ace 4 and we take it down. Yeah, this guy is a bad reg. Bad. Real bad. Super bad. Scary bad. We just have a big old barrel of nothing down here, so we're pretty much done with that. We're just going to check our option here and hope we flop something amazing. We do not really flop anything amazing, so we'll check it. If you're new to the chat and haven't said anything in the chat yet, please do so. Because let me know what you think of the stream, how the quality is, anything like that. How to text sucks at building. Yeah, well, building's impossible, bro. It's what they did is they basically just made it to where there'll be more building in the game now, which is super annoying. They so for a few weeks now, they had it to where you got you could only have 500 of each material, but every time you killed somebody, you got some more materials. Now that is not the case. You don't get any materials when you kill somebody, and they reverted to the old way, the old material cap, which was 999 of each material. So now you can have people running around with the ability to build 27, basically 3,000. It's like 300 builds total. That's insanity. Like, that doesn't need to be in the game. That's ridiculous. Like, having building in Fortnite is like what makes it cool and unique and different from any other like shooter game out there. But when you turn the game into like literally all that matters is how good you are at building, like, I'm a grown-ass man. I don't have time to spend God knows how much ever time these unemployed kids spend learning how to build a freaking 13-layer ramp towards me. Like, I don't have time for that. I want to be able to like get on and play occasionally and feel competitive, even though I don't practice at the game ever. Like, I don't practice it. I just play like whenever I have time for fun, you know? Not my favorite flop for ace-7, but we are certainly gonna continuation bet here. It's kind of weird against somebody with only $1.25 in front of them. It's kind of confusing to play against short stackers, but that is something that happens a lot of the time here on Golbal Poker. Not sure what people's attraction to short stacking is, but they do it. They do it a lot. Okay, so I've got top 2 pair here. I'm going to go ahead and bet it. Okay, now I have top 3 pair. We would like the board to pair. That is not what we wanted. We do not feel like we are going to win this hand. And we do win it though, somehow. We'll take it. That was a lot of 2s. Nine deuce is not going to do it. How do we not have any hands we're playing? We're playing 4 tables, 2 different games. We should be popping off with some exciting hands here, you would think. But it's unfortunately not the case. We wished we were streaming you guys a deep tournament run right now, but unfortunately things did not go our way in the $2 and the $2.10 or whatever it is rebuy tournament. But there will be more tournament action coming your way eventually. Every day at 8, there's a possibility of us playing a $500 guaranteed tournament, and every Sunday at 3 o'clock, there is a 100% chance of us playing the weekly 5K Bonanza. It's a tournament with a $500 guaranteed prize pool that you can get into for free if you've seen at least 500 flops that week in any cash game on Golbal Poker. So obviously we've probably seen 400 flops by now today, so I don't think we'll have a whole ton of trouble. Wow, we have a monster hand over here, and we are actually super duper sad that the other guy in the hand only has 50 cents. But it happens, I suppose. And we're all in. We got aces and 8s and a flush draw. What do you have? And he folds. Alright, that's going to get you a note there, buddy. Terrible short stacker. Yeah, we're not getting involved 9-7 offsuit, not getting involved with that very mediocre pot limit Omaha hand. So yeah, if you're new to the stream or new to the channel, please consider subscribing, or just know that I've got like a bunch of other videos besides the stream up. There are past streams, there's 13 or so episodes of other content from this Bankroll challenge. There's a instructional video on how position affects you in poker. But yeah, I'm down for some Halo game to be good. Played a lot of Halo 3 back in the olden days. So there's a lot of good turn cards for us, and we do have a flush blocker, so I think we can go ahead and call one bet. So apparently we did not block the flush well enough, so we are finished with this hand. We are super excited about this hand though, since we have double suited aces, but we're fucking really sad that this guy only has 84 cents. Stop short stacking on Golbal Poker. Driving me crazy. We win nothing. It's our turn to act on every table. We have ace king over here. We would really like Vow to get involved. We lost a huge hand with ace king. Maybe that was yesterday where we had ace king and somebody flopped a set of 10s. And we ended up with 2 pair, I think. I don't remember. It was bad. It was depressing. It wasn't that good. Let me go ahead and fold our pair of 2s over here. Pretty decent-ish hand. Ace, king, 2-3, double suited. See another blank peel off over here. I'll go ahead and check. And we just completely whiffed the entire board with ace, king. And take it down versus ace queen. Man, we could have coolered that guy. Just give us an ace. Just give us an ace one time. We got double suited ace, or well, not double suited aces. Actually, very weirdly suited aces over here. I think we're just gonna straight up pot it again and take it down. All right, that works for me. Double suited ace king 8-3 against a limper. I think we can go ahead and do that. Go ahead and fold versus the undergun. Raise, even though it was a min raise. Ace king 10. I don't know. I mean, we could probably fold there, but go ahead and 3-bet this guy who min raised under the gun. Get called by this guy that we donked off a bunch of money to. Not exactly our favorite flop. We have a pair. Check over here. Half pot here. Fold over here. We're just gonna let that go. And we're very happy to take it down with a bet over there. Gonna check the ace high flop. Okay. Very weird and small sizing. We're gonna treat it like a check essentially. Okay. So now we have 3 sevens and ace king, so anybody with a pocket pair beats us. Yeah, we are out of there. From the button, we are actually going to call this very large open with 7-6, and hopefully we can cooler the living daylights out of this guy. House of Dumps. That's an interesting name. We call again. I think, well, we're actually not that sad to miss out on single suited kings. We've got pocket kings up here, though, on a table that's getting quite nitty. I accidentally bet 41 cents instead of 10 cents, so we'll see if that turns out to be a good thing or a bad thing. It turns out to be a terrible thing. Oh, the misclicks. Okay, so this hand has gotten really, really weird. I think we're going to fire on the river if it checks through to us. Oh, I don't know if we get a... Can we get a 10 to fold? Okay, he bets 84 cents. We're going to need a little bit of time to think about that. I guess we'll just let it go. Really wanted to call there. That's something that you will learn if you watch the stream. I do not like to fold. Got a pair of sevens here. It seems likely to be good. It's fairly likely to be good. Flop 2 pair and a decent flush draw, but not an elite flush draw. Called the overbet, and we are just paying him off. That was probably a pretty bad call. I don't know. Not after all that, like, pre-flop malarkey. Okay, so we hit our flush. It's not the best flush, but it's okay. Get aces down here again. Raise it up. Okay, so we've got 10s and 4s. Flop a set of aces down here. If it's 36 cents, we're gonna call. I guess he might have a jack here. He's got king 5. He was trying to bluff us. I guess every club was tied for worst card in the deck. Yeah, we're just gonna fold. That's super sad. Flop top set. Get wrecked. Sad face. And there's just nothing else that he's calling there with. Wait, does this guy have more than one table, or is he at my PLO table too? Can I just see him? It's Kim, I don't know how to say that name. I'm not even gonna try. It's probably gonna come out racist if I try. Take it down with a bet, which is pretty sad since we had top pair. We would have liked to see some action. We do wish there was a little bit more tournament action to get you guys your tournament fix, but unfortunately, Given our current bankroll size, we're using any sort of reasonable bankroll management, as you can see. Oh, hold on, there we go. Yeah, see, they're just like, I mean, we could maybe play that one in 25 minutes. We'll think about that one. But with how the day has been going, ooh, that's a good hand. We do flop a set of 9s and a very good flush draw, so we're gonna go ahead and bet that out. We're gonna call and flop top set, and we're just gonna go ahead and get it in. If he has a flush, he has a flush. Pair the board. He does have a flush, but we have a boat. Give me the money. We have quads, so we're gonna go ahead and keep betting, and he folds. All right, so there's a couple good hands. All right. I'm not going to lie, guys, that got us a lot closer to playing that $3.30 buy-in tournament. For sure. We flop 2 pair here. In a limped pot. And over here we flop. We turn 2 pairs. That's pretty nice. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought we were playing, that was a pot limit Ohante. We almost just ripped it in there. Which, I mean, doesn't seem actually, it'd be very interesting. It's not what we wanted to do, so we're glad that we caught ourselves. Don't flop too much there. Go ahead and take it down with our 2 on. We're out. Okay, we're going to calm down with 3 tables for a second. The action was getting a little bit too fast, too furious. So, yeah, if you're new to the channel, we're trying to do this pretty much every day for at least an hour or so. And Wednesdays and Sundays would be our bigger days. Because Sunday we plan a big stream around the 5K Bonanza, weekly 5K Bonanza. And completed 5K Bonanza. Woo, we did it. We did it, guys. Look. Resets Sunday at 4. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Central Time. Every Sunday. But yeah, it's a very fast tournament, so it cuts down on the skill a little bit, but first place is usually 800 plus. So, and it's only an 11-cent buy-in tournament. So, obviously when you're trying to build a bankroll, you want to take advantage of anything like that you can find. Ace, king, queen, queen down here. Pretty nice PLO hand. We're definitely going to see a flop with our pocket 2s and try to cooler somebody. We're going to raise over limpers with our king 8 offsuit. I think we'll just call, I guess. I'm not sure if we should raise there or called. Flip an overpair. A weird raise. Please give us a 2. None of those are 2s. We've been trolled. 10 ball, please. That is not a 10. Check. Deuce. That is also not a deuce, but it's making us feel more and more like we got a shot here. We're going to go ahead and bet down there and take it down. All right. Ace, king. Check one more time. Pretty sure if somebody had a 10, we'd have already heard about it, so we're not looking to fold. That's a pretty bad card, though. Now we will look to fold. Checking again. Another 3 over here, nothing too spicy. So how's everybody's day going? Let me know in chat how your day's been. I woke up, played poker, went and got Chipotle, came back, playing some more poker. That has been my day. The poker has been a roller coaster, so my day's kind of been a roller coaster, except for the Chipotle. Also, I got trolled. This Izzle stuff says it's got no added sugar or preservatives. It's got a lot of sugar in it, though, anyway. So, This will be the last time you see me drinking Izzle on stream. Yeah, it's sparkling blackberry juice or something like that, but yeah, it's got a lot more sugar in it than I had initially thought it might. So, it does taste good though. Tastes like sugar. And as we all know, sugar tastes amazing. No way around it. But yeah, my apologies if I've said this before while you're in the chat, but if you guys like the content, I've got a whole bunch more of it on the channel. Ew, all spades. That is not what we want. A whole bunch more on the channel. You can check that out at your leisure. The streams all get uploaded to the channel as well, so they'll always be there for you. Yeah, and if you like it, subscribe to the channel. You'll always know when I go live, so on and so forth. Yeah, just sub to Kenny. Let's see, let's do a little, who wants to do some accounting? Let's do some accounting. Looks like we got 14, 21-ish dollars. 21 plus 75 by my math is 96.50. So I think we're about break even right now. Ooh, ace 5 will work, especially with a limper. Go ahead and raise it up. Yeah, I honestly really think that PLO is the way to go right now. Even though we're up on our cash game or our Holdem tables, it seems like I think playing 3 tables is probably the way to go. Go ahead and check an all heart flop. Okay. Back to having 3 tables going. Get rid of that. See which one of these Holdem tables seems the worst. Yeah, we're not leaving a table with Vow at it, so we're gonna get rid of this table here in just a second. Right after we flop a set and double up. How about that? Deuce. Ooh, called our shot. I don't know if it counts if you ask for a set every time, but go ahead and raise it up there. Pray that he doesn't just snap fold. Hey, we got a call. Let's go. We got a customer. Hopefully he's got ace king. That's what we're hoping for. That might have been too big. We might actually bet too big there. I guess not. He called. Not our favorite river, but we're going to go ahead and ship it in. And raise up here over limper. Call. Have ace king. Ship it! We don't get to see what he had. Nice. I called it. I called him a shot. I said we're going to double up. Ooh, we got aces down here. We got jacks down here. We're not nearly as interested in the jacks as we are in the aces. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and peace out of this one. Let the 8-4 go. Look at that. Doubled up. Let's go. Got an Omaha table at the top of the screen, boys and girls. Boys and girls. Oh boy. That's not a good card at all. Wow. Well, as you could see, we were drastically ahead pre-flop. Maybe not quite so much on the flop, but whatever. The dangers of pocket ace, or the dangers of aces and pot limit Omaha. How do we just go from 6 to 3 to 6? Oh well. Yeah, if anybody's here for the Fortnite discussion, what we've been talking about is basically I'm trying to get people's opinion on their recent change back to not having mats per kill and health per kill. A change that I am not for at all. I think it's pretty terrible for the game, actually. We almost have a straight. But you don't flop anything down here. We flop top pair up here in a very bloated pot with a lot of people in it. Not really sure what to do. Don't necessarily feel like our ace-10 is in the lead. We do end up with the nuts over here, so we're just going to go ahead and bet a lot. And get called and win. Nice. Not sure that I'm happy with how I played that hand, but I'm very happy with the result of me winning. I think I'm pretty super happy with that turn card. Please bet again so I can shove on you. He checks. Okay. Oops. 1.85. We'll just call. Please have ace king and not a straight. We'll be really sad if he has a straight, and we might cry, which would be our first time crying on stream, so that would be something. Have ace king. We almost flop a bunch of good stuff, but actually flop nothing good. So, yeah. This guy's just tanking it out up here. Kamichi? Kamichi? I don't know how to say it. This guy. This person. Yeah, we're not interested in being part of that hand anymore. We would be very interested in him giving us another $1.85. He does not, however, and he folds. So we'll take it down. Let's see. I don't think I want to get rid of this table, this like Holdem table. It seems to be pretty okay. Queen deuce 10-10, not amazing hand. I think we will try to see a flop for 2 additional cents. And we'll flop a flush draw. But not an amazing flush draw, but for 8 cents, I guess we'll see another card and hit our flush draw. And we have a flush draw plus a flush draw blocker, so I think we're gonna go ahead and call king or ace. Okay, well, of clubs. Golbal Poker didn't give me time to finish my request. Please don't bet a bunch. Oh god, don't have a flush. Of course he's got the flush. Yeah, I'd say that's probably the thing I'm worst at PLO is folding flushes and stuff like that. That seem like they should be good, but are actually not good. So yes, I did watch the the Duke game. Yeah, very weird ending. I have no idea how that ball trickled out at the end. Like at the buzzer, I thought Duke had definitely lost there. Yeah, that was some craziness. Turns out having an 8-foot tall guy to guard the rim for you against a team that needs to score at the rim like Duke does is pretty tough. Pretty tough to get around. Zion shot the ball really well from 3, and that helped Duke a ton. Turns out college basketball players not really great at clutch last-second free throw shooting. So there's that. Let's see what else. Yeah, I definitely watched the whole game. Yeah, that was quite the game. It was I mean, obviously as a Duke fan was very much rooting for Duke to win, but I did not think they were going to. Like partway through the game, I was like, I mean, I don't know. It's weird playing against a dude who's 8 feet tall. Like, think about that. Like that guy. I mean, he's not actually. I actually don't know how tall he is. I think isn't he like 7'6" or something like that? So like that was you're playing against a guy that's like bigger than anybody you're likely to play against in the NBA. Like, how crazy is that? Looks like we will take that one down also. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was another very impressive performance by Zion Williamson. And after watching Zion play and Ja Morant play, albeit Ja Morant is on an infinitely worse team, where he really looked like the only even decent level player on the floor. Zion like seems more capable of carrying a team. Now, will he be more capable of carrying a team in the NBA? I don't know, maybe. Like, I think he's got the raw talent and raw physical ability to dominate in a way that Ja Morant will have to do. Will have to try to dominate with skill alone. So I don't really know. That's a tough one for me, to be honest. Like, which one of them is going to have the better NBA career? I do think Zion has the most upside. Players that I think are not going to be good in the NBA, at least not for a while. I don't think Cam Reddish has the right mindset to be very good. Although he definitely has the size and the 3-and-D skill set that NBA teams want. So maybe he can get like the mindset a little bit more dialed in. He'll be okay. RJ Barrett looked shook the other day in the ACC tournament shooting free throws. Like, shook. So that's not what you want out of your young talent. Although Zion clanked a like very important late game free throw too, so it's hard to say. I think we're gonna go ahead and 3-bet the king queen offsuit from the big blind against a button open and a small blind call from someone we know calls way too much. Well, we definitely expect him to call here. He does not though. That's interesting. Flop a second pair. We'll go ahead and check. I think we can call. Bet here. I think we're going to call here and not love it. Got aces again over here. We expect him to slow down a decent amount of the time if he doesn't have an ace. But he does not slow down even a little bit. We do flop top set over there. He bets half the pot again. I think we're going to call and then maybe bluff the river if it's a heart. Now we don't know what to do. Yep, he had an ace. Unfortunate. That ended up being a bigger than necessary pot, and we win almost nothing with our pocket aces and flopping top set. We turn to pair, which is now ruined. Okay, we get aces over here again. Yeah, we just gotta fold now, because if he's got an ace, he's got 2 pairs, so. Flop top set again. Maybe this guy won't believe us this time. Come on, don't believe me. Okay, he called. That's good. That's a pretty effing terrible turn card. Don't know why he would bet 12 cents into a pot of $1.68, but he did. So that's the thing that happened. Yeah, 7'6". Yeah, that's pretty nutty. I can't remember when I saw it, but there was a or what team it was going against, but there was a meme of Taco Fall, and he was on his knees, like under the basket, like he got knocked down or tripped or whatever, and he was like up on his knees, like standing, like straight up, but like on his knees, and he was as tall as, at least as tall, maybe he was taller than somebody on the other team. Like, think about that. Oh my God. Like, however, he is somebody I don't necessarily think is going to translate well to the league, at least not immediately. Like, I mean, sure, he's like super tall, but like if you put him up next to like Clint Capella or Steven Adams, or like, I'm trying to think of good examples of like strong defensive centers, or strong, like even strong offensive centers. Like strong offensive centers, I think we'll be able to beat him with skill, and strong defensive centers will be able to beat him with like strength, because he is a little bit fragile and he seems very clumsy also. which are things that I think he can definitely improve upon in the league. But you have to keep in mind, like I mean, is he a 4-year senior? I want to say he's a 4-year senior. I don't know. Ja Morant is definitely a 4-year senior though, right? So like that's something else that like worries me about him. Like, is he at his ceiling? Like, is he gonna get better? Okay, we end up with a full house, so that's nice. Playing a lot of pots against this guy. Go ahead and open up with the 7-5 suited. A little spicy. Oh, we're pretty sad that this guy is gone though. This dude just tanks it out against us all the time, it seems like. Yeah, we're probably gonna look to dump this other Holdem table and get another pot limit Omaha table in here. We do an all pot limit Omaha. And he doesn't have an awkward looking shot in this, so oh, we flopped the nuts over here. So like he doesn't have an awkward looking shot, so I think he'll actually get, like his shot will get significantly better in the league. And he's already, I don't know what his like shooting percentage was this year at Duke from 3, but I bet it was like over 30%. So like he's not, by no stretch of the imagination is he like a terrible 3-point shooter. So, and yeah, he's not that tall, but like, man, he is wide. Like he is big. And his like jumping ability, I don't know. So like, okay, so if his ceiling is Blake Griffin, is that bad? Like, I think you'd be pretty happy as a Pistons fan, especially someone who's been enjoying getting to watch Blake Griffin play a lot recently. I would think you'd be pretty hyped if he turned out to be a Blake Griffin. Ah, we don't get to finish that off, unfortunately. Okay, so we just end up with a pair of queens here. The flush draw missed. He did have a king though. He had a king and a flush draw. All right. 4 deuce is not going to quite cut it. Let's do a little bit of accounting here in a second. We're going to go ahead and raise up our kings. So we've got 6, 14, 17, question mark. 17 plus 80 is 97. So we got like 96-ish. Okay, so we don't flop anything good. Okay, well you have like no chips left, so I don't really know what to do with you, so I'm gonna call 20 cents. Okay. Well, now I just don't know what's going on. I hope he doesn't have king, or I hope he doesn't have aces. Or a 4 or a queen. I guess he's got has to have a queen here then. So he's about like half the pot. Gonna need a little bit more time to think about that one. What could he have? It's mostly a curiosity call. He does have a queen. Of course he has a queen. Man, we had him crushed into the river. Ugh. Crushed into the river. We are disappointed. I think the number one thing about Zion, like basically my outlook on Zion is people are more excited about him because of his potential than like what he is right now. And like, I have not seen a person his size that can move like him outside of football, except for LeBron James. I think that's why people are so excited. Okay, so my MVP, my like outlook on MVP is a little bit skewed because I very much dislike James Harden because of how he plays basketball. I actually think that like the way he plays is very detrimental to the sport and is actually like hurting the sport because you're seeing more and more people that do the same thing as him where they're like, you know, a big cross section of their game is literally just playing to get fouled. Like, guess what I do? I get fouled. Like that's like 80% of what I do. Like he's not that good of a 3-point shooter. Like, we should probably have folded this flush. Yes, we should have. Wow, we both had a billion fucking flush cards. All right, well, pretty tilted about how bad I am at that. Time to start learning how to fold in both games. However, the numbers that he's putting up and how bad the Rockets are without him and the like cartoonish numbers that he's putting up kind of make it seem like he should be the MVP. However, like how good do you think the Bucks are without like the Greek Freak? Like, 'cause I'll tell you how good. Not very good. So also they're probably a better team than the Rockets. Like I could be wrong. They did just beat the Rockets yesterday, or was it yesterday? I don't know. And like the Bucks don't have their best bench player right now. Can we get a jack, please? Ugh. Yeah. Give me ace queen again. That's pretty unfortunate. So I honestly think that MVP should probably be. I thought it was going to be Paul George early in the season. Like early in the season, I really did. I thought he deserved it, and I thought it was going to be really cool that he got it. However, I think it should be the Greek Freak for sure. That's who my pick would be. I think it's bad that they give out the MVP awards, or like they base the MVP awards just on the regular season. Like I think they should base them on the like after the postseason, and like but maybe like after the whole postseason, but before the NBA Finals or something like that would be cool, so that you could like put postseason play in there. Because Harden shrivels up like in the playoffs because he doesn't get 48 trips to the free throw line. Like you have to get actually fouled in the playoffs to get a foul call. And not just like throw your head back and yell. There was a pretty funny like little sequence. I didn't actually watch the game, or maybe I don't remember that part of the game because I'm surely I watched that game. But it was the Warriors against the Rockets, and the Rockets were doing their like constant like switch, like because like the Warriors switch on defense, they were like trying to get Curry switched onto Harden, so they get Curry switched onto Harden, and then Harden like pretends like you'd see like they show on the replay like he didn't hit him, but he like threw his head back and like pretended like Curry had hit him in the face. Curry had 1,000,000,000% not hit anybody in the face, and like Harden like's throwing a little fit and like pretending his mouth's bleeding. It wasn't, because like they show on replay, he had not got hit in the mouth. This is a questionable bet, by the way. I'm questioning the wisdom of this bet, although I can rep an ace way better than he can, and he calls with a what the hell? Oh my god, alright. Got aces down here and the PLO streets. We are getting slaughtered, guys. This has been a tough day at the tables. Let's see, we got 5, 8, fuck, $14. Yeah, we're fucking stuck on the day. But basically, like, I don't want Harden to win because his whole thing is faking his way or whatever he has to do to get foul calls, and that is just terrible to me and not basketball. I think every time you fake a foul call, you fake getting fouled to the point where you like clearly did it, like said something or threw your head up or did something, clearly did something to like fake a call, and you can see on, and they can see on replay that you didn't even get touched. I think you should either get like fined like $100,000 or suspended for a game or something like that. Cause like it is excuse me. It is like 100% starting to like have a negative impact on the game. So I don't really know what should be done about it, but yeah, that's my take on the MVP conversation. Like it's just, I think. And like if you look at like the Bucks have a better record, yada. Like the only thing the Harden has done better, like for sure, is like he's a better scorer. But like it's definitely the Greek Freak is more unstoppable. Like I don't know. Yeah, I've got 180 seconds, so 3 minutes. 3 minutes worth of delay. I mean, I definitely got to put some sort of delay on there. I'm sure none of these people that I'm playing with have any idea that I'm streaming, but if they did, that would be pretty unfortunate for me. Since I'm not winning right now, and I'm pretty sure I couldn't win if they could see my cards. So Yeah. So yeah, 3 minutes, 3 minutes of delay. I could probably cut it down, honestly, since I'm playing cash game. I had to be a little bit longer because in tournaments you have a little bit longer time bank, but I'll probably turn it down to like a minute, maybe, or like a minute and a half, like 90 seconds. I'm not sure. 8-4, just gonna check. Another 10, not my favorite card. Yeah, we are not even very interested in hitting this straight. Are there any tournaments popping off like we were looking at? I don't care about Omaha tournaments. The 6-max turbo in 24 minutes. We may jump in that turbo in 24 minutes. I think that'd be a decent idea. Probably maybe not amazing for our bankroll size right now, but getting some tournaments in the action seems like a good idea. Turn a nice top pair over here. Go ahead and bet it. On a fairly dynamic board. Now we river a straight. Hoping to get called by the bottom end of the straight or somebody's 2-pair. But it looked like he didn't have either one of those things. For 4 cents, I guess we'll see a flop. And we'll flop middle set. So we're pretty happy with that. Go ahead and bet out. From the button, I'm pretty sure we can go ahead and see a flop with 5-4 diamonds. But not against a 3-bet, I don't think. Okay, pretty terrible turn card. Since now we're going to need the board to pair. But for 36 cents, we can definitely try and get the board to pair. The board does pair for us, but in a pretty obnoxious way. So we'll just be calling and hopefully winning. And we do win. But like I said, we did have to have the board pair there, or it was not going to work out. Maybe a questionable call since we're going to be out of position. Yeah, I think that will be our plan, to play this tournament in 22 minutes. And then once that tournament's over, we'll probably be finished for the day. That's 28 cents. We are out 85,000. King Jack 10-4. Yeah, you definitely have to have a delay on when you're playing poker. Some of the big name poker streamers, they usually use, I think they use like 5 minutes worth of delay because they're playing on sites that have like actual time banks. So it can eventually catch up to them. Boom, done. Nine. Yeah, we got nothing. We fold. This table is not really popping. It's a pretty reasonable starting hand. That's a pretty freaking awful flop for it, though. Unless the turn's a 10, which it is not. King, queen, 5, 6. Yeah, we're gonna look to swap this table out, actually. Well, the PLO tables are dying. Looks like it's time to get back into the Holdem streets, guys. We turned a 10 over here for second pair. And we're done at this table. Okay, so now we have 2 pair. We can go ahead and set our next hand over here. And we'll take it down with our pair of 10s. Alright, we're out, and we are out. So that should up the able account balance by about $10. Go back to ring games, go back to Holdem. See what's popping. There are a lot of tables popping. Kind of weird they're all full. We are going to 3-bet here. See if we can start our own table. It is nice to flop a pair when you 3-bet. We did not flop a pair when we 3-bet though. So the Pacers are good because they play defense and they play hard every night. They have a few decent players and they can shoot the 3 ball relatively well. They're just balanced, and it turns out playing in the East is pretty good to do. Ask LeBron why the Pacers are good this year. He'll be able to tell you. Just bets half the pot. That doesn't make any sense to me. All right. Well, we donked around in that one, didn't we? There we go. All right, back up to 3 tables. Yeah, but basically the Pacers are just a product of their environment. Like, they also have some good pieces, like Bogdanovic had a really good game, what day was it, yesterday? No, day before yesterday, against the Nuggets. And like, other than that, like them losing Oladipo basically makes them not a threat in the playoffs, but still, excuse me, they're not going to be a team that anybody's going to have any fun going up against. Another queen. Hey, that bet that we just made that made no sense took it down, so we're pretty happy about that. Yeah, the Clippers, they have a good coach. Well, a decent coach. And they play defense. They've got a couple like very undervalued players. They have Lou Williams. They have like a proven like consistent scorer. Like Danilo Gallinari is having like a huge bounce back season after missing what seems like 2 or 3 years effectively with injuries. So that's been pretty nice for them. And like he's actually been like pretty freaking good. Like Montrezl Harrell, turns out Montrezl Harrell is good. Like whoever's been sitting on the bench forever, like he's been on the bench for a bit. High energy guys win games in the NBA regular season. Now, whether the Clippers can actually like take a couple games off of somebody in the playoffs, maybe. Like, can the Pacers? Yeah, they're playing in the East, so yeah, they definitely can. That's a very interesting card. Gives us 2 pair. A lot of things going on out here though. A lot of straights available, but our 2 pair is good, so we're happy about that. How long until that tournament pops off? Where's the time that it starts? Oh, okay, it starts in 15 minutes. All right, cool. That is not the opening size that we've been using, but it's the one that just happened, so. But yeah, I don't think, I mean, weirder things have happened. I don't think either one have advanced past the first round. The only, like, I mean, I can see there are a few. Ooh, we flopped a set. Nice. Flopped a lot of sets today. God, with how many sets we've flopped, you'd think we'd have a mountain of money today. That's a bad card. Completes the front door flush draw, completes a lot of straight draws. Go ahead and keep betting them. We would like the board to pair on the river. Board pair. Yay, perfect board pair. Hopefully he's got a 7. Yeah, we're not interested in queen 5. And he just snap folds. Pretty lame. Pocket jacks. Pretty not lame. Yeah, that used to be the like big the big joke hand back in the olden days was like pocket jacks. Show you how to win with jacks. And then lose. So what's everybody's thoughts on the rest of the NCAA tournament? Who's your favorite to win it all now? Probably should have raised there, but we can play a little trappy trap. I think if he bets out, we're gonna go ahead and raise now. That sizing should work. And we're gonna look to check raise, okay. It checks through, insta checks through, and we go ahead and take it down with our pocket jacks. I think we're gonna bet out. I think the button has pretty much like thrown in the towel with this hand with how fast he checked before, but I guess not, because he calls now. Okay, weird. Okay, we don't hit our anything, so we are no longer interested in that hand. Maybe that's half the pot. Very confusing. A receipt in my pocket. I feel like Duke has to be regarded as the favorite in the rest of the NCAA tournament. I mean, I think they played pretty terrible against a team that like countered them super hard with having Taco fall, and like they managed to squeak out a win somehow in that one. So let's see, we got 4, 8, like 16. 4, 8, 12. I mean, forgot how math works. 12 plus 75 is 87. God, guys, we're getting destroyed. Flop 2 pair, though. That's pretty helpful. Maybe we'll just win this tournament and get undestroyed. How about that? We played as Bibu the Beast earlier. Bet pot and get 2 callers. We're going to bet more than the pot this time. And get raised. What the hell? What a bad card. Maybe we can bluff him off of it now. Call us with ace king or something. I don't even know. I guess he could have ace king. Fold. Fold or call us with something hilariously bad. And we could have a straight here a lot. Like, unless he's got, like, I guess he could have a set, but we kind of block sets. All right, cool. Take it down. Whew. Needed it. Needed it, guys. That would have been a pretty sad one to lose. Pretty sad one to lose. Oof. Popped the old neck pretty good right there. King 5, we're not going to get involved. King Jack, we're very likely to get involved, though. Very likely to get involved. Oh yeah, especially with all these limpers. Yep, I do like raising over limpers. Give that guy a little note and do our customary ugly squint while we write a note, because that's what we do when we make notes. We squint like some sort of weird mud person. Like the way my squint looks, it reminds me what orcs look like in Lord of the Rings. Oh, I thought of a monster over there. We whiff our flush, but we still have top pair, top kicker. So we're going to go for some rather large value and take it down. Hot dog. I was pretty scared about that one. We're going to raise over limpers. Got the expected call. Did not improve on the flop, though. Like my squint, when I see myself squinting at the screen, reminds me of the orcs, of the Uruk-hai getting dug out of the ground in the Lord of the Rings movie. If you haven't seen it, you should. But it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Not a good look. Let's try to check down our ace high here, which I feel like could be good a decent amount of time, and it's a chop, so it's kind of good. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely been a chalky kind of year in the NCAA tournament for sure. Yeah, no, really. I thought Ja Morant might carry Murray State, but then like I hadn't watched them all year, and then I watched the last game, and it just looked like him and a bunch of like rec ball players. Like it's not what you want when it's tournament time. You need some help out there. These other teams are going to have somebody that can like slow him down. He went 5. I mean, they were going under the screens against him. He made 5 threes in a row, like his first 5 threes. So like, but not enough. That's got to be frustrating. Make 5 3. You made 5. You went 5 for 5 from 3 in the first half, and your team's getting slaughtered by like 15. Hard to think that would be anything but a big yikes, like a great big yikes. But yeah, I'm not even sure who the big under. I honestly followed the NCAA tournament less this year than I have in a long time. Don't have anybody to like make brackets with or like anything like that. Kinda sad. We've got third pair, and we're gonna have a fold. We're gonna flop a set down here and stack them. Stack them. Not a whole lot of super exciting action popping off right now, guys. Just kind of quietly, methodically trying to grind. So I don't know if you can tell from my name, but I graduated from Missouri State University back in the day. And anyway, the Missouri State Bears girls basketball team is making quite the run in the NCAA tournament right now. They're on to the Sweet 16 after beating a team that they were, to my knowledge, not supposed to be beating. And they beat them pretty handily. I don't really follow women's sports very much, but hats off to them. That's pretty crazy. It's been a real long time since the men's basketball team has made it to the Sweet 16, so it's good for them. Hopefully they can keep that run going. You never know. They've been to the Final Four before. It was in the 2000s, if I remember correctly. So we're playing a big hand down here, and we accidentally fold ace-king suited pre-flop, and we are disappointed in ourselves. I'm not sure what this guy has. I guess he could have like aces or something. That's just the worst card in the deck. Wow. Well, we're going to ship it on him and pray that he didn't have aces. Because if he had like ace-king or something. And he folds! Wow! I like when the crazy, ballsy play works out. So we're going to raise over limpers with pocket nines. We're not going to accidentally fold pocket kings like we did with ace-king. Uh-oh, what's wrong with the stream? An error occurred. Please try again later. What the hell does that mean? I don't know what's happening in the stream, guys. Trying to refresh. Be all in. Wow, we got pocket kings. I hope nobody has pocket aces, but I have a feeling somebody might. And we don't see any pocket aces. Oh, and he rivers two pair. Are you kidding me? Come on. Oh, wow. That was tough. Oh, he had an ace the whole time, huh? Unreal. We catch the idiot making a huge mistake, and Golbal Poker just bails him out. That was rough. That was fucking rough. I believe we're gonna make a run in the tournament because apparently we are destined to have a losing day playing cash. If we can't hold the baby on that one, that's just something else. Pocket kings against ace 2 and jack 10, and we can't hold it. For like a $10 pot too. That's tough. That is tough. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. It is a grind. They call it a grind for a reason. We out here. We grinding. Trying to find a way. Queen deuce, not gonna quite get the job done. Not sure why Global keeps doing that. Oh, it did that because of the tournament. And we are in the tournament, guys. We're here for the tournament. So we're going to pick out a cash game table. That is the worst table. Definitely not getting rid of that one with him at it. I forgot this. Yeah, this is a 6 max tournament. Nice. I do like 6 max more than 9 max for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the worst table. So we're going to sit out next hand. We don't care about that hand very much. Care about even less now. We get raised by 420 poker bet 420. Okay. I remember my first beer. Not our favorite flop. That is our favorite flop though. We're close to it. Okay, 420 poker brat 420. Have it. Well, I don't know what's going on here. I do have a flush though, so I guess I'm gonna call him. Okay, well he's got to have a bigger flush, yeah. Pretty fun how that one went. Oh, that dude, what the hell? What happened? So Poker Brat 420 tripled up the first hand. I am accidentally clicking the raise button with Jack-8 offsuit from the small blind, so that's a little less fun. And my stream looks blurry, which is confusing. Yeah, we are getting wrecked out here pretty aggressively. And we're missing buttons, and we're not playing hands where we would have flopped top pair and rivered 3 of a kind. We flop the nuts over here against Boo the Beast. Gonna give him a free card, try and give him a chance to catch up. To end up with a set. Try again on the river. Bet are no longer the nuts straight. I'm not sure, do we get called? Oh, we won the pot anyway. Okay, we're out over here. We do flop top pair there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put the cash games at the top of the screen and the tournament at the bottom. I think I'll just look to check call with my weak ace. Okay. Who do I have making the NBA Finals? So from the East, I really think that everybody is overlooking the Bucks too aggressively. I think the Eastern Conference Finals, if it shakes out being possible, is likely to be the Bucks and the 76ers. I could definitely see that being a thing, or I don't think the Celtics have enough like team cohesiveness to make it to the finals. Yeah, I just don't really see it. Yeah, I think the Warriors are pretty much a lock. I mean, obviously in the West. I think the I think the Raptors maybe aren't getting enough credit for what they could do in the playoffs. But I think the Bucks are like legit. This guy just river 2-pair on me. Hey, no, he turned 2-pair on me. Let's go. Yeah, once we lose this tournament, we're gonna go ahead and log out of here and stop playing poker and go cry. Because some days poker just goes so bad, you need a good cry. I don't think the Pistons will be making the finals though, unfortunately. Weirder things have happened. Can't think of any right now. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a thing. 10, please. Ooh, that's a good card for me also. Ten or club, or I just whiff everything. It's been a tough one, guys. It's been a tough one. Flop top 2-pair on a all diamond board. Probably should have bet a little bit bigger actually. But that works out and we take it down. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I really feel like one of the, because the playoffs are a different game. So Toronto's good and they're fairly deep, but I don't know that they can handle like the 76ers. I just don't, like, there's nobody in the East that can stop the Greek Freak. So like whoever plays Milwaukee is going to have a really tough time unless they just like let everybody just foul the shit out of him to where he can't like score. Is my stream looking really fuzzy? So that's going to make me really sad because it looks really fuzzy to me. Why does it look so fuzzy to me? Oh. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't look that fuzzy. IRL. But yeah, so I just don't think anybody, I think the Bucks, I think it's probably the Bucks or the 76ers. But they're, I mean, anybody can make a run. It could be the Celtics, it could be the 76ers, it could be it could really be any of the top 4 teams in the East. Like, or top 5, I guess. I don't think the Pacers can. I think they could like ruin somebody's year. Like I think they could somehow win a series. Like that wouldn't be the craziest thing. I mean, they could have won. Like give them a couple bounces or a couple calls, and they. Like give them a couple bounces or a couple calls, and they could have knocked LeBron out of the playoffs last year. Like. So. And I know they don't have Oladipo, but they've been finding ways to win against other Eastern Conference teams without him. Let's see, $150 guarantee. Ended up with 60 players. How many players are left? 53 players. First place is $54, so we would love to win. Probably gonna have to make a pair to win though. It would seem. Because right now we're at 77. $77 plus 10 is 87. So we're like $87. It has been a bad fucking afternoon. We literally peaked at like $110 earlier today. Big yikes. Nope, and yep. We flop 2 pair. So we're going to go ahead and bet it and hope we get some action. And we don't. We just get the snap fold. Could not fold fast enough. With the flop, but have 2 overs. Turn pairs the board. He bets half the pot. We call. There is a 4. Kind of expect him to bet again. He checks, we check, and he has fucking ace 2. God damn it. Ah, my instincts were right when I thought he had nothing. There's not too much excitement popping off right now, folks, unfortunately. We're just not really finding the hands right now. Playing 3 tables, 2 cash game and 1 tournament, and they're all 6 max, so we should be seeing a decent amount of hands. We're about to leave this table, though, and find a new one, because this table's got 3 regs at it. That seems like too many regs for me. 9-6 is not going to work. This seems like a good table to be at. Man, that big hand with pocket kings really still stings. That was tough. That would have came close to bringing us back. That's not really our range there. And check for the big blind. Go ahead and get this table the right size. That is almost impossible for that to be more the opposite of our hand. Go ahead and raise it up over limpers with ace queen offsuit. Yeah, that couldn't really be much farther from our range. Go ahead and call. Defend our big blind with 6-5 suited. Flop bottom pair or middle pair on a monotone board. See a very bad turn card. And we'll be folding to a bet. We're not folding to that bet, however. Flop top 2 pair over here. Probably just going to get folds. Still not folding. And I was right, we just get folds, and he has pocket 5, so that kind of makes sense at least. Yeah, guys, currently we are just slowly losing. We've been live for 2.5 hours now. And we're going to go ahead and jump into some hyper turbos. I think we need something with a little bit more excitement, a little bit more action. And I think we can have an edge in this. Okay, so this is a 6-person tournament. Each person starts out with 500 chips, and you have to get at least second place to make the money. Most money goes to first place. And we're all in the first hand with pocket queens against 2 people who are already all in. Surely we have the best hand. Ace, queen, and pocket sixes. We're going to lose. We were going to win, but they decided to have the guy who got it in with the worst hand win. Poker's not super fun sometimes, guys. So that was a quick $2.14 loss. That should have been a $7.80 win. Alrighty then. Let's try again. Let's try some of these jackpot sit and goes that we swore we weren't going to play. Get in the $2 streets. $2 jackpot sit and go. Waiting for one more player. We could be playing for up to like $2,000 or something like that. $4, $100, $12, $4. So whoever gets first place out of these 3 people gets $4. And it was a $2 buy-in. Flop bottom pair over here, blind versus blind. Got pocket sixes over here with 16 big blinds. That is going to be an all-in. We're all in the daily 150 guaranteed 6 max turbo. And we've got a reshove behind us, and he has pocket jacks. We are drawing near dead. We need a 7 or a 6. And that is not a 7 or a 6. RIP the tournament. And yeah, we're going to start winding down for the day. This has been a nightmarish session of poker. We're just going to keep these 2 tables going until this pointless little tournament is over. We turned a straight and went for maximum value. That was probably a little bit too greedy. It's pretty sad that tournament didn't work out. We seem to have been destined for failure the entire day. Not ideal, but you'll have that in poker. Yeah. It's kind of the way things are going. Flop bottom pair and a gut shot straight draw. We're not folding for 20. Now we have 2 pair. But all he has to have is a 10. And he has a straight. And we would like to call 1 bet. And we'll take it down. Queen 7, we will suited, we will raise, I think. But yeah, the plan will be to go play live poker tonight and make a hopefully make a video out of that. If we do not end up doing that, we will possibly be back at around 8 o'clock for the $500, the daily $500 Bonanza tournament. Try to take that one down. I think while we're thinking about it, we'll actually go ahead and register for the 500 daily Bonanza. It's only an 11-cent buy-in, $500 guarantee. And we whiff our flush draw on the river. And we fold. And we are registered for the tournament, so we'll be planning on playing that, and if we don't, it's only 11 cents wasted, so we won't have to cry about that. Nothing. Could not have missed us more. Just go ahead and fold it. Ace 5 suited. Open up for 10 cents as we normally do. Go ahead and open up the button with King Jack offsuit and this jackpot sit and go and see a shove, and we will be calling. And we're flipping against ace 3. We find a king, but he finds a straight on the river, which is pretty much par for the course at this point. And we're going to be all in for our last 25 chips in this pointless little tournament that we shouldn't have played. Flop nothing. Flop top pair on a very wet board over here. Go ahead and bet it. And get the fold. Go ahead and let that go. And we're out of there. And we're out of here. So if you guys liked the content from the happier portions of today's stream, please go ahead and like and subscribe. You know the drill. We'll either be back at 8 o'clock tonight for the Daily 500 Bonanza, or we'll be back at some point tomorrow. Stay tuned to the channel later, or well, coming up, we'll have more videos coming out. And yeah, if I go play live poker tonight, hopefully within the next week or so, we'll have our first vlog post. So yeah, have a good one, guys, and please run better than I ran today.